Vibes in the city. Let's have a toast for the host with the most. It's DJ Jazz. She got to keep bringing the heat with all the press. Cause she the best. She got that glow, hustle and flow. Like what way you know she keep it fresh. Ain't nothing less. Getting all the deets from all your favorite guests. Like who's who and what's not. Who top notch, who ain't hot. The artists, the legends, who got all the best spots. The latest and the greatest in the spotlight and the highlight. You can't deny vibes in the city. It's that hype, the type that'll give all the things that you like. Make you feel right. You know what? It's giving you life. From a block, from your hood, other side of nationwide. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. You gotta come see. This where the fun be. DJ just be all up in the nitty gritty. And playing hits that I know to get you litty. Come roll through on that beat, you feel me? I know you hear me. Oh, yeah. So keep up with what's up. You watching Vibes in the City. Yup.
Welcome back to Vibes in the City. I'm your host, DJ Jess, and I'm back with another poppin' episode brought to you by, y'all already know, whoever wants to sponsor me. And as always, this is the show where I put y'all on to what's going on in the city, plus to who has it going on in the city. And today I have a very special guest for y'all. He's been outside for the last several years, gracing the streets of New Orleans with his beautifully handcrafted Indian suits, blessing many stages with his original music indigenous to the city, and he's been keeping the culture of New Orleans alive everywhere that he goes. Y'all give it up for my boy, Flagboy Gras. Thank you for being here, Giz.
Appreciate you for asking me to come here.
I gotta get you in here. So I like to start each of my shows off with two very important questions, just to see who I got in the building.
All right.
So, what school did you go to, and what part of the city are you from?
I went to Warren Easton.
Oh,
I'm a Warren Easton Hall of Famer.
Oh, yes, you are.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the only Hall of Famer with a Gucci Indian suit in the history of schools.
Bruh, you funny.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm out the Ninth Ward, simply put.
Okay, we were just saying earlier how big the Ninth Ward is.
Ninth Ward
is
big.
Yeah. So let's start from the beginning, or shall I say where I met you at, which was 2 Cent. You got B Mike, Amanda B, Steve-O, all y'all on there. You know, I used to be in the background of some of y'all's skits back in the day. It was one y'all did a house party. We was on a trampoline. Y'all needed younger people there, so I was always with my big sister Rhonda. So you know, I was I was a little kid tagging along or whatever. So tell the people what 2 Cent was, for the people who don't know. How did that come about, and what was your role in the group?
2 Cent was an idea by B Mike. B Mike over at Studio B. He was working for the public access station.
Okay.
And he had an idea of making a TV show. We had all met. It was my freshman year of college. I think it might have been his sophomore year. And we had all met at UNO. And he, at the time, you know, always had my tattoos out. I had like a platinum grill.
I was young. I was
getting money. I was getting money. You know, I'm an older man now. And, you know, I calmed down.
I feel that.
And he had a lot of roles that he needed somebody that could fit the aesthetic of like, you look like you rob people. So he got me.
The YN before it was the YN.
I was a YN, now I'm an ON. But I was an original YN. And he had me, in sketches. So we met off of just my appearance. And then once we had the ideas for the show, and he would really like putting ideas together, I always was like, well, you know, I can kind of do this. I could do this too. And we started to make parody videos, like involving music. Sometimes I even produced some songs. So it was just, it opened the door for a lot of my creativity that I had kind of worked on growing up, but I just was like, I ain't about to really take it serious. Like,
y'all was funny. Like when y'all came on, we watched every episode. Like we watched when y'all came on.
You know, it was a lot on beat. B Mike did all the editing. B Mike did all the filming. We had to pretty much come up with the ideas and the sketches. If he was making parodies, I had to write my parts and sometimes other people's parts. And then, you know, if you being Lil Wayne, you gotta drop metaphors.
I remember that one.
We's the F baby, and the F is for Feliz Navidad. The F is for fa la 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 la. Something as if it's Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta. I had fun doing that, and later on, it kind of opened up. You know, that, like I said, that creativity inside of me. And once B started blowing up, Like once Oprah started posting B Mike, I was like, you know what? I think I can work on my own stuff. I think this 2 Cent shit.
It's a rap.
You know what I'm saying? We still 2 Cent.
No.
But it's just
I love
at the
y'all
time,
as a collective, like all of y'all.
Even at the time, he was mentoring children, and B still got Eternal Seeds and the kids over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but once it got to the point to where we was like, let's do the parody, and we started asking the kids, who should we do? And they started naming people we didn't know.
It was time.
We was like, oh yeah, we owe the shit,
time
y'all.
to hang it up.
We owe it as hell.
We don't know who Playboy Cardi is.
We
don't know.
What did Trippie Redd look like?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
See, that's an interesting one.
When we
right
were
there.
young, we didn't know that. So we had to Google Trippie Redd, and we was like, oh.
Oh, y'all was, yeah.
We was in our 30s, and we was still having some kids that was like 16, like, oh, we got to do a Trippie Redd, and we like,
who is that? I DJ, and I barely know who Trippie Redd is.
We didn't know who, 15 years ago, we didn't know who Uzi Vert was.
But y'all, basically, you could probably say y'all were like the pioneers almost in that social media skit world kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we all babies of a living color.
Yeah. I mean,
we all come from there, but from down here, we definitely started like the internet movement, and we tried to always have some substance within the jokes.
Yeah, no, I feel that y'all did,
and that's kind of why I don't curse now. It's like from working with 2 Cent. It kind of made it to where now when I make the music, it's kind of easy to not curse.
Yeah, I mean, you do a lot of stuff with children too, so I guess you're kind of cognitive of that. Like, let me make sure I play something that they something that they could play.
Sometimes people hit one wrong thing, and that's enough reason to hate on it. Mm-hmm. So they gonna hate on it either way, but let me not make it to where they're like, nah, we gotta turn this off.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So speaking of your music, you came out with your first album in 2021, Flagboy of the Nation. Now, I don't know about everybody else, but I know for me, when I heard that you were doing music, I was kind of shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, now even though you do talk about it now, you did do a lot of those, rapping parodies on the show, but I still was shocked that you was like doing music, but like serious about it. I know it wasn't random for you, so. When did it come, or when did you say, okay, I wanna start putting some music together to put out there?
I think it was just knowing that. Well, I had a laptop. The shit was old. And the laptop was so old that I was trying to like update stuff, and I couldn't update it. But I had all these programs from 2 Cent to make beats and stuff on it. And something was like, man, if you wanted to make an album, if you don't do it right now, this computer might be broke next year. You might not even be able to use this stuff next year.
It was during the pandemic,
like I had time, and I was like, this is C. And then, Gentrifying the City was the first song I did, and I really didn't know anything about releasing music, and I put it out, and everybody was like, man, this should be a Grammy. And it was just gassing the nigga up to the point where I was like,
nah,
I gotta make another song. But I had already enough knowledge to make the song, like make the music, engineer myself from watching Raj. When we were recording 2 Cent sketches, I would watch Raj Smooth engineer us.
Oh, so y'all been working together?
Yeah, so he was working with B Mike, and I was always just in group 2 Cent. So when I came there, I'd be looking
peeping
and learning. Just peeping, like just watch, soak up the information. But from knowing how to do all that, I was like, well, I can make the song, I can produce the music, I can engineer myself, record myself. And after I got the song, if I get the video, I can edit the video myself from watching B Mike edit the video.
Right. So you just did a lot of peeping.
Just a lot of peeping. We in between doing our 2 Cent videos, be shooting videos for Mos Def, Manny Fresh.
Oh, I do remember he started doing videos.
So and we be at the house, and he got all these different projects, and he tell me like the music video easiest because you just got to make the music, watch the words, and then you got to add your B-roll in it. And I was like, that do sound easier. Like
once you start doing stuff on your phone too, like with the because I know we always editing videos and stuff now. It's like you kind of pick up on a few things. It's like, okay, it's not as difficult as you think it may be.
Right, and I picked up fast. So once I realized I could apply all that to what I was already doing, I was like, yeah, I need to make my own music. I need to try to do it, and just the fact the response I got from people was like,
I don't think they was
going.
gassing you.
You know, at first, you know.
We always think people be gassing us, but I think they be they see what we don't see. I think that's what it is.
Well, they probably wasn't because
yeah.
they still reposting the Gentrifying the City song.
Yeah.
So I guess they weren't gassing.
Yeah, they wasn't. No, your songs are. Look, we gonna get to that. So I also kind of want this episode to be a little educational for the people who may not know everything there is to know about, you know, the Mardi Gras Indian culture here. So just go straight to it. What is a Flagboy? I hear that a lot throughout the tribe.
Well, the Flagboy to me is the most important member in the fact that you don't know who they are from the outside until you see the Flagboy. You see the tribe coming, and when you see the Flagboy, you can look and see, oh, that's the Flagboy of the Wild Chapatulas. The name is on there. I take that flag, and I think the Flagboy is most important because he communicates the signals from the chief up to the front of the tribe. So depending on what's going on, depending on if it's a tribe that, you know, a lot of times it's just a lot to go into the meeting, a lot of stuff that go into our rituals, and the spy boy is setting it up, and he's sending a signal back to me because, you know, in the ritual, it's a real warrior tradition. You know, you got to really stand your ground against people who trying to disrespect you.
Like, what's the history behind it all?
It's well, you know, it's all hidden. It's all word of mouth, and it's all like a lot of it not even supposed to be spoken about. If that makes sense. Like, you know, we got St. Joseph Night now, and people are like promote St. Joseph Night.
Yeah, like it's a
the NOPD posted me on a flyer with an AI version of me, where it's changing up the patches a little bit, and it was like. It starts at A.L. Davis. First of all, we were Wild Chapatulas. We start on Chapatulas. On Mardi Gras, we start on Chapatulas. On St. Joseph, we start on Chapatulas.
Now, why the NOPD? What they
But the NOPD posting, promoting St. Joseph Night. And if something is to happen at St. Joseph Night, then they gonna act like it's an out of control event that they are promoting. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be, it's a lot to it. And, man, what's your little dude? The little dude that be eating all the big old plates of food. The little baby.
The one who be, or the little baby
be eating the plates of food, and his mom be getting the food.
With the glasses?
Yeah. What's the little baby name, man?
Reese.
Larice. So Larice came to St. Joseph, and he was like, he was terrified.
I bet he was.
And the thing was, traditionally, why would you even bring a 6-year-old to St. Joseph Night? Like, everything is being too commercialized. Everything
I feel that way too.
Is not for TikTok consumption.
Influencer stuff, yeah.
A lot of stuff, and it's like, even when you listen to my music ain't told you come out there and pull up a chair.
No, it did not. No, you get real in your music, okay?
Yeah, so I think that's something that really is just different now, is that St. Joseph Night is advertised and stuff, and it's a whole lot of money in the culture that's changing stuff into. Like Super Sunday being a festival ain't sitting right either.
Wait, when it been?
You know, it's like a 3-day festival.
You talking the one uptown?
Yeah.
It's a 3-day festival.
It's like a 3-day festival.
Where I been at?
Yeah.
I missed that way.
Yeah, but that's how it is when, you know, everybody trying to.
That is crazy. No, I feel like a lot of stuff is changing in the city. Everything is commercialized. Like, I feel like it's good, and it's some good in it, and it's some bad in it too. Cause I feel like like you said, everything is not for mainstream. Right. Everything is not for everybody.
And Lil Reese Jackson, of course, we want the babies to come out there and experience the culture. But you also, for his parents and for the other people around him, they gotta know, like, when you are, like, look at the history of something before you go out there. Like, if you know the Indians move people out the way, and it's a history of us meeting each other, and we arguing with each other, but we not about to really fight.
It just seemed like
this baby don't know that.
He
out there thinking that we about to really throw a missile at each other. And, you know, he was out there like,
he be walking around with a gun.
And then he got a platform larger than most of the Indians. So for him to be like, hey man, I don't know if I'm gonna come back out here. It's like, and that's an event that NOPD promoted using my picture without my permission.
You gotta talk NOPD.
Putting a route on my picture that I'm not gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
they advertising you gonna be the.
And if something go wrong, it's the Indian event. It look like it's So it's supposed to be a lot of secretive stuff, and a Flagboy is one of these positions in a secretive culture. So the spy boy has his rules. I know the spy boy has a certain kind of lingo he has with the other spy boy. They have jobs of what they're supposed to relate to each other to pretty much set this meeting up.
Like
and they do it the right way, and then they you know, sometimes we only have 5 or 6 people in our tribe that year, and sometimes we have 11 or 12. But the spy boy got to really hold down the front and tell everybody is set up, and the chief is back there, and he ready, and then he'll go past, and the flag boys meet, and me and this flag boy, like the flag boys be looking for me now. You know, they be,
because you be talking stuff. So.
Oh yeah, but you know, it's also like, man, what Slim say, bitch, don't holler out my name like we was all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to, I'm the flag boy Wild Chopper Toolers. I'm flag boy Gears. You supposed to tell me I'm the flag boy.
Yeah. So
Gordon so and so. It ain't supposed to be, hey Gears, where you at?
They love you.
You a fan?
Yes, they are
you a
fans.
freaky ass nigga.
You have ascended past the regular Indian that we have out
play
here.
this Richard. The spy boys play spy boy, the flag boy play flag boy. When I get to be the big chief, my music will have to change because my responsibilities will change. But right now, while we the flag boy,
this is really deep.
Yeah, the flag boy have certain things that he do. It's a certain level of trash talk because we the lower ranking members up front. We setting up the whole meeting, and every flag boy, gang flag, trying to talk their trash to me.
But no, they're not going to war with you for real.
But in the most part, I think it's all about entire creativity. It's not just about beads or just about the size of it. It's about how you use the sequence, how you use the rhinestones, how you fit it on your body, how you know what I'm saying, how you constructed it. Like that suit that I make don't fit nobody else like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to hand make it just for you every single year. And you know, and so there'll be a lot of dudes talk trash to me with the suits they worked on for 3 years. And I'm out there every year.
Ain't touching your suit.
I'm just saying, but every year, as consistent as Zulu is,
you got a different suit.
You go have to, just like you know, if you want to go see Zulu on Mardi Gras morning, you know they gonna be there. If you want to go see King Rex on Mardi Gras morning, you know King Rex will be there. And if you want to go see the Indians on Mardi Gras morning, you shouldn't be questioning, I wonder if Gears coming out this year. Gears gonna be there. And you can't say that for everybody, and I'm gonna talk my trash and say that. You know
real. Yeah. So one thing that I also noticed throughout your music, just like you were just talking right now, you keep it real New Orleans. Whether you rapping about what makes the city unique, the second lines, Mardi Gras, and even when you calling out stuff like you know, the real serious stuff, people kind of trying to come in and change the city, like your song Gentrify the City. So was that something that was like a goal you set out to do, was to like speak truth to power in your songs? Or is it just something that just...
I think it's just, I see it and I say it. It's like I can't have it going on and not address it.
Right, yeah.
You know, that's all it be. I'm not trying to be no social justice warrior. I just know that like when white people do shit that upset my spirit, you gotta say it.
No.
And sometimes to get enough people on team, music is one of the ways that a lot of people can get a message. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Bob Marley and how, you know, Bob Marley having concerts and lightning striking with him bringing people together. And you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of that kind of shit, but we don't need unity right now. We need war.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Especially down here. Like, I remember a few years ago, I was in a grocery store and this lady was in line checking out, and she had just moved here from some, I'm gonna say, middle of the country or whatever type of town. And she moved right on St. Charles, and she was just like, man, I love Mardi Gras, I love the city, but I just wish they would change the route so they don't have to shut down my street and all this stuff with the parking. Like, she was complaining. I was like, no, you didn't just move here and already trying to change something. Like, I want to be like, man, please just go back. Like, I was like, nah, they're not about to change that route. It's been there for years.
You know what? It's like they move here seeing a dream place, and then they come here and it's like it's too free for them.
That's what I was about to say. They see the freedom and then they be like, hold up, now y'all doing too much.
It's too free, and you know, the city gonna change a lot over the next few years. You know, stuff changes with every administration. Just like, you know, the party bus is about to start having to be acquired, and
I saw that.
You know,
it's like they low key every year. It's like they take something else out of the city.
And they'll pass they'll do like maybe an ordinance and they'll allow it for a temporary time and then eventually they'll take it away. Maybe, I don't know how fast that'll affect the second line culture, but a lot is going to change in the city. They had something going on
last year, but I feel like they rectified it, I think.
Temporarily.
Okay.
And things can always change. So you just gotta make sure you have the right leadership.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But switching gears, we outside.
That's the song. That's what they say.
Did you think that song would take off and become the phenomenon that it's become?
No, but I knew it was a good song.
I mean,
I knew it was a good song in the sense that as soon as I finished recording it, I called my partner and was like, we gotta shoot the video.
It's better than
I knew it was good in that sense. I didn't know it was like, oh yeah, people gonna be listening to this years and years from now.
That's what I'm saying. It came out in 2022 and it still gets people going when it comes out. So, when it comes on. So yeah.
And I just was in the house thinking like, niggas wanna be outside.
Yeah.
I want to be outside. People saying they want to be outside.
We did. It was during the pandemic.
Yeah,
it came at the right time.
That's what the chant need to be. And then I make a song about an Indian that's outside. And I think that's kind of like with that 2 Cent stuff kind of like help manifest and kind of help me build up. Like we would have these songs that were, a real crazy topic that we had to address. And I think once it started being like, okay, now you making a bounce song as a Mardi Gras Indian. But if you was to do it, you gotta still have like the call and response. And it gonna be Unane. And it ain't gonna be, two-way pocket way or something. Head pocket way.
Yeah.
Head pocket. It ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be we outside.
I be wanting to ask. That's somebody's name. If you can't tell me, then don't worry about it. It's cool. You got secrets.
But there's head pocket way and there's two-way pocket way. I think two-way pocket way one of my favorites in the sense that I've heard it used, I'm gonna sound smart now, interchangeably.
Ooh, interchangeably.
You heard a real nigga? I've seen it. I've heard so people have shortened it up where it's like, suppose I met a tribe on Mardi Gras and me and the whole tribe already met. And then we see each other on St. Joseph night, but we already met and it's kind of late to the evening. Do we really need to sit there and spend another 10, 15 minutes talking trash to each other?
Right.
Two-way. Meaning you go this way.
Okay.
And I'm going that way.
Okay.
But two-way. It's a whole bunch of ways I've heard it used. I just think that's my favorite way I've heard it used. Some of the elders will be like, that ain't right. And it's because it ain't in no book.
Right.
It ain't in no book but that's my favorite way. And like if you're a two-way pocket way, it's almost like two people parting ways. It's almost like the whole meeting of the Indians. So
we're learning something today.
So it's all like, that old native talk. And I'm just, the middleman. But I realized when I was making music that if I was making too many songs like Hey Pocket Way, that people say from Chicago would never get that.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, well, even if I'm gonna have Head Pocket Way as a song, all my verses have to have structure. I gotta have like 8 bars and a chorus and 8 bars, something to where you can understand directly what I'm saying, but still talk about New Orleans culture. So it's been that was the goal. That was the whole goal. That's the game plan. Even still, when I'm making songs, like still talk about Mardi Gras Indian stuff. If you can use a metaphor, use it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I might say anything, but it's just because
outside work though.
Outside
work. It worked like it worked so well. It landed you on the Tamron Hall show. Like, Giz, let me tell you something. When I was watching it and I saw the doors open up and I saw that suit walk through, I said, I know that ain't who I think it is. And I was like, man, you better go ahead, Giz.
Man, and they had me in a big suite, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tamron Hall. They had me like in a big presidential style suite. I'm checking in the hotel, I'm seeing NBA players.
Wait, where y'all, where's her show tape at?
Her show is taped in New York, like I think across from the Disney Studios.
Okay.
So it was
I know what that's at.
Good Morning America is down the hall down here, and Tamron Hall is there. The most important thing I was trying to do the whole time I was there?
What?
Man, Mr. Tendenism had sugar oxtail. And I was trying to Mr. Tenderism shook an oxtail.
Oh, shook an
He
oxtail.
shook it, you know, the meat
He
just
was-
fell off that bitch.
You was trying to get it?
So fucking Mr. Tenderism took that, and I'm sitting there with the suit on, like, I'm man, can't y'all wait for my scene?
Right, go get it.
I want some of this oxtail that Mr.
They
Tenderism
should have brought
just
y'all some in the bag or something.
Man, by the time I finished, took the Indian suit off, wiped off the face paint, ran out the dressing room. The oxtails had gone, man.
Man, I'm done.
Man, they must have given them to the audience or something.
Oh.
Man, if Mr. Tenderism seeing this, I hope he.
Look, hook
See
my
your
boy
boy
up
oxtail, Mr.
with some
Tenderism.
tenderism oxtails.
Man, I ain't even get to see him at the Keat Lee Fest.
I saw he was there, yeah.
I was there,
yeah.
you know, and I saw he had his little smoker out there, and I was like, damn, this
I
my
love
chance.
that he doesn't even work for them people anymore. He's like, you know what, he was the face. I don't know why they was trying to play on him, man.
And you know what? We knew that there was them people the whole time. And he was giving them the benefit of the doubt. And then they proved that they was them
They
people.
always do. Let me
They
stop.
always do.
But how did it feel to get that call to go on the show? How did that happen?
Well, it all happened with the Keat Lee family. Day.
Okay, all right.
So they had already talked to us about me coming up there for a possible appearance. And then when they mentioned that Keat Lee was going to be there that day, it was like, oh, I'm supposed to perform at the fest anyway. And it was like, well, that makes perfect. Now we can
Right.
like tie everything together. So, yeah, they flew me out there. I was watching Tamron Hall on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like, you know, a big dog. Eating. You know what I'm saying? So you know how they flew me out there if I was eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there with a plate, you know, some fork and knife.
But you had a filet mignon? But you had
Tenderloin.
tenderloin. Okay,
Tenderloin, you know what I'm saying? Flew out there, tenderloin on the plane, you know what I'm saying?
On a plane?
Yeah, then and every time
Oh, you
they
was
fly
first
me-
class.
Hey, on the plane and on the way back too. Then so when I got out there, you know, the suit always kind of get messed up by TSA. So I always got to land early enough to kind of like take it out the crate and fix it up a little bit before I bring it to TV or bring it to colors or whatever. And yeah, I repaired it. I made it on the show, and then I made it right back, and I performed at the French Quarter Fest the next day. So yeah, I did Tamron Hall. I filmed the Tamron Hall like that Friday. I performed at French Quarter Fest Saturday. Then it came on TV Thursday. I just had to keep the secret about it.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was.
You did good. Your mama, I saw your mama clip today.
On,
She
New
said,
Orleans,
"I'm so happy, my son." She was proud of you. I was like, "Go ahead."
My mama be lying on there. They asked my mama when she knew I made it.
She said, "I knew my son made it when he made it on the Tamron Hall show."
No.
I was like, "He just made it, mama."
No, when she started asking me to feed her crab legs all the time, that's when she knew I
You
made it.
made it. No, you made it because
She
you
stay
stay
wanting the
working.
crab.
Look, you
All
gotta
the
treat your
crabs
mama
under the sea is at threat with my mama on this earth. She give me crab legs.
Save the crabs, okay? So you just said colors. How did that come about? Because that's turned into like this big platform now.
B Mike.
Beat Mike. Oh, okay.
I think they came to the studio and they asked B Mike to name some people, and he named a number of New Orleans artists. Y'all will see some other ones on there soon.
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
supposed to say who.
All right.
But you know, you'll see
We'll
some
see.
soon. And but I think once Colors kind of did their own investigation, they looked around and they looked at my work and was like they wanted me to come do it.
Yeah.
So
that was big.
yeah, and of course, you know, it's a secret location they fly you to, and I went out there.
Boy, you fancy. First class, secret location. Someone be like this when I grow up.
They film it in a private location.
Yeah, no, I
but you know, they don't let you know where the exact color studio is. It's just in this region. And I had to fly for a while. And like I said, me and Raj Smooth went up there. I always looked at the colors and they got the earpiece in, so I was like, I gotta do this shit live. So I just, you know, I got ready. I didn't, you know,
Drunk your tea?
drunk my tea.
Right.
You know, I sat there, I took my time with my face paint. I let my stuff dry right. You know, sometimes it don't come out right. When you see me at the festival and it's running, sometimes
It be hot outside.
Yeah, no, I be doing it and they be like, yeah, it's 3 minutes. I be like, what? Y'all told me I had another 20 minutes. And that's just how it be sometimes. But
Oh, real?
out there, they was like, you know, take your time, make sure you ready. So I got to really sit there in the mirror, do my face paint right. You know what I'm saying? I had did a couple of suit checks in the hotel room, make sure everything was straight. And when I stepped out there, I think, I did it in one take. That shit was.
We just said that earlier, one take. That's all you need.
But I didn't want to mess up. I was talking shit to him like, and I do it in one take again. I bring in another song, any other song, I do it in one take. I don't mess up like that. I ain't wasting y'all time.
I feel like, look, people need that. You're gonna be wasting people's time out here. Now, back to the masking and everything. How did you get into the masking culture? Like, who in your family got you started?
Well, it wasn't, nobody in my family could get me started because I didn't want to do it. It wasn't really until my partner Kev Wetton, the Wild Chapatulas came to my partner Kev Wetton. And I was out there with him at the wedding, and I was like, man, I'm gonna come to Super Sunday tomorrow. And he was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be on Washington. You gotta come over. I was like, all right. I went out there on Washington. I had a tambourine and a drum, and I started drumming for the tribe. I did that a couple of Super Sundays. And then
how long ago was this?
10, 11 years ago, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Not long ago. And then I asked the chief one time, I was like, I think they just didn't have enough people. And he said he needed another Indian. I was like, let me get down. And he gave me the instructions. Like, make your Flagboy suit. And I put that shit together. And
did you already know how to like sew and all that?
I had watched it, but I had never like put my hand on it.
Boy, you just watch and go. You just
if I watch it out, yeah. Time, hey, I'm really good at everything but working out.
Me too.
I'll be good, but look, when it comes to like cooking, I could probably outcook a lot of motherfuckers. Like we in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? But anytime I take my time and learn something, I really pick it up real good,
Yeah, no, you look, your suits, they come out real nice.
And I be playing around sometimes. I don't really be. Sometimes I don't even think I'm a mask. Like this past year, even in November, I didn't even really think I was going to mask. I wanted to take a year off. And then I got the idea last minute and knocked all that shit out, and I was ready on Mardi Gras.
So I know that the beading and the sewing, like that's a big component of everything. So how do you go about picking your colors and your theme for the year? How does that go? Because you've come up with some real beautiful suits that I've been seeing.
I knew I was going to do gold last year because I wanted to do silver last year. And I'd rather have Jesus
than silver and gold.
So I was like, man, if I'm going to do silver, the only way to really upgrade it is to do gold. Now last year I did the silver and kind of blue because I really wanted to make it reflective and look like water because it was 20 years after Katrina.
That blue was nice. I like that blue.
So, and it was like I wanted to have like the Katrina codes on the crown, and then basically tell how even though in a storm, it wasn't like the government that saved us, like we the ones who saving us. So it's like Indians saving flooded teepees, and it's like a reenactment of Katrina, but it's flooded. So I made that like water theme, and then I know I was doing gold this year. So then I was thinking about what colors I was gonna do with the gold.
This year you did the money, right?
The money with the green with the gold, but I was thinking, what story could I tell with the gold? And gold just means wealth to me, and that's one of the money things with the Indians was them $5 Indians, and how back in the day people was paying $5. So then I had to like make my own fabric, design my own fabric that looked like money to tell the story of the actual Dawes Act where Indians were like getting turned around and white men were paying $5. So that was on the chest. And I was looking at straight up just looking at like the culture, looking at Keith Carroll go live after white people second line, after the Asians be second line, and then Keith Carroll be like, y'all gotta explain y'all something.
No.
He be trying to pull.
I ain't even gonna say what I just saw recently.
I was looking at all that, and I had been checking that out, and I also been other areas of the culture. Not to just call people out, but it was just a lot of people where it felt like if you had enough money, you could pay to participate in these sacred black traditions. But it was like, and I remember like there was the talk in the Indian, I guess, group messages was like, if a white boy put an Indian suit on, I'm cracking that nigga in his head.
Has that happened yet? Because I'd be wondering like what's going on.
So they've had it before. I think it happened like, there was like a tribe in the 70s that like let some people in, and people were pissed off about it, and then it didn't happen, and then years later, like a couple of members tried to do it again. It has happened, but for the most part, you got to treat it like if I'm gonna treat these black dudes with hostility and aggression on Mardi Gras morning,
right?
How I'm supposed to treat them? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I hope that if it was to happen, it would be happening in front of me. Especially while my cameraman out there. It'd be
like, I'm the one.
It'd be like, boy, this nigga is really iconic. You saw what he did to that man with the Indians? And it would be a good Mardi Gras.
Sometimes they be beating the drums, they be marching with them and stuff.
I mean, now beating the drums and marching with them is still a little over the top, but it's not like putting on a
whole suit. Yeah, I feel that.
Suit and I haven't seen that in my lifetime of a grown adult white man doing that. Or you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure it's happened. I'm pretty sure. I've seen it.
I wouldn't put it.
I've seen one person like give the suit away to like a museum, and then a white person put it on and took pictures in it.
Ooh. And
it was going viral. But he may have got his suit back.
I probably would have had to go get it back too after that.
But it was crazy seeing that white man with 0017 on that bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Not you, you're not from Hollywood.
0017, 00. Like, yeah, get out of here. But yeah,
it happens.
It happens, yeah. And you know, you just got to make sure that if you're doing it, like I don't think there's like, there may be a museum for the Zulu kings and queens and for these stuff, but like I'm not really making the Indian suits to make money off of parading the suits around.
Right.
But I just, you know, it's a sticky subject though, because I'm also making money off of it by performing in it. You know.
I mean, that's kind of like at the end of weddings, they have the people.
Yeah, it's
to come out with that. They perform in it.
People perform in a suit, but it's just, and you know, it's just you just gotta put in your contract. If you're giving your suit away, make sure nobody white wearing it. Write that in your contract. Don't feel away about it.
So, what do you do with all your old suits? Like, do you have a museum in your house or something that you just put them in?
Man, there's just too much shit in the house now. They everywhere. I got like 3 in the front room, 3 in the work room. I had 1 in the kitchen for a while. That's how I just ran out of space.
You just got them everywhere.
Yeah, I'm glad my house could fit them. Some people, you know.
Yeah, no.
Some people
put them in a garage or something.
Yeah, well, I ain't got no garage. Every room pretty much got an Indian suit in it, except for the bedroom and the bathroom.
So what over the years, what's been your favorite suit that you made?
The Gucci suit, and I will only say the Gucci suit because on Mardi Gras morning, they had an Indian that had some problems with me. And he came up there to talk to my big chief. And my big chief told him, nigga, don't tell me shit, go tell him. And he didn't want to tell me. And in the process of walking past them niggas, one of them niggas said, ooh, that fucking Gucci cold. And now that's all I needed to hear. Y'all ain't all gotta say it, but I heard. Ooh,
what you said in the song, they said that suit cold. That was what happened.
And I was walking, but you know, I think that suit, just because of how I knew ahead of time, like I had to measure it out, like, okay, I want this to fit right here. I want this to fit right here. That was like when I finally like realized, like, I had to really tailor it just for me for it to fit right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even when I was making my collar piece, before I sold it, I measured out how long I wanted. Then I pre-planned, like, okay, I'm gonna have 3 rows of rhinestones around this. So I gotta add this much room for this, and the ruffles, I gotta have trim too, and then the ruffles, so I gotta have this much. So I pre-planned it all, and then it fit all so perfect. Then when I put it on Mardi Gras morning and I was snapping the pieces, I could hear all my friends like, oh, that shit. Cause it's like, I had like these gold kind of buckle clips. So I was like, clink, 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 to like break everything down and fit it. So yeah, it was, I think that was when the one I was real proud of, because everybody
was saying that
was saying that was it. And then even a photographer, Polo, once you see Polo, Polo saw that shit and started dancing. He was like, oh yeah, boy, you that's the coolest one I ever seen. So yeah.
I'm gonna go back and look at that one.
Yeah.
I remember that one, but I'm gonna have to go look at the details. You said they had rhinestones and everything.
It was all like green and red, like
Like Gucci.
Like Gucci,
Yeah.
but it was all the rhinestones.
I don't know why
that
that
fit.
feel real New Orleans to me. A
To
Gucci.
me, Gator, and then I had beaded gators on the shoes.
Oh,
it
you was playing.
So it was gator boots with the pimped out
Not
Gucci.
beaded.
With
I
a
gotta
pimped
go look
out
at the
Gucci
shoes now.
suit.
Oh my gosh, I gotta go look at the shoes now.
Yeah.
Not beaded gator.
Yeah.
I got one question for you. My mama wanted to know this, by the way. She really into like Indian culture and everything. But you know, we all got a little Indian in us. So she wants to know, do you know which tribe, like your real family, where they come from? We got a little Choctaw, a little Chickasaw. Everybody got a little Cherokee. We got a little bit of that in us too. But she was just wondering.
So yeah and no. So yeah, I've asked, and my uncles and my grandmother and my mom, they all have told me this. And when you tell me right now, I can't name it off the
Going
top
out
of
your
my
head.
I've been on with a lot for this interview, but right now on the top of it, at this point, I know no matter where you go in this part of the world, they go see a black man. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm black and I'm proud as well. But I do have Indian in my family that black is strong. Mm-hmm. I mean, in Louisiana, that's just a popular thing. You know?
Yeah.
I think we invented the phrase "I got Indian in my family."
We probably did, because everybody down here really does have Indian.
You say that around the wrong black people and they be mad, like, man, he ain't got no Indian in you. Like, that's,
Be like, yeah, we all got Indian in us.
Yeah, I know they've talked about it, but I don't, man, you know, whatever. Got a little liquor in me, whatever.
You got, yeah. Little Jenny. So one thing that you can add to your resume is coloring book creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made a coloring book.
Author.
Yeah, author. Author.
Yeah, author.
Author. I'm sorry. I got me about 2 of them, by the way. I like the color.
Thank you.
So what inspired you to come up with this coloring book?
So I've been having like ideas for just a lot of creative cultural things over the years, and I think the coloring book was something I felt that, like, with me working with schools, working with children, this was something I could get in hands fast.
Yeah.
Like, I can't give vinyl records to kids, but you know, coloring books they'll eat up. And so I know Son of a Saint has a lot of them.
Okay.
Nord has a lot.
That's what's up. I love that.
You know, the school I work at, Leah Chase.
I was about to say, what school you work at?
Leah Chase,
Okay.
and I have a beading program I teach there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. I was like, yes, you really love the kids.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something. And bring y'all something if you watch this podcast. I'm not saying it's this school, but make sure your kids wear deodorant.
Oh man.
Make sure your kids wear deodorant.
It's
Some
bad
kids, the little girls,
Look.
she be like, "Oh my God, did you play football today? How many
Recess got real.
How many touchdowns you scored, baby?" Man, yeah, but you know, a lot of nice kids.
Sometimes you need to get the male deodorant. They don't be no.
Man, them babies be ripe. Them little babies be ripe. And you know, I'm the after school teacher. So I teach like the after school.
They've been through the whole day.
So they've been through let's give them a pass. You know,
they've been through
I'm
the
pretty
whole
sure when they
day.
get to school in the morning,
They
they
fine.
love and they got Vaseline on their face, they hair straight, they fresh out the bath. But after recess, after sitting in that class,
What age group do you?
all of them, like it's like 2nd through 5th or 6th grade.
Okay.
So I got like different groups of kids, and it's always the youngest ones.
Not the youngest ones before
Oh,
me. Please get y'all kids some deodorant.
Yeah.
So kids cannot smell them in the afternoons.
That's messing up the
people
sewing
really
class.
appreciate
They be like, Mr. Gibbs, how do I sew this? And I be like, girl.
First off, you don't do that. Bring it back.
They're like, I got a knot. And you out the class. I be able to put them out. It'd be
I'm gonna teach you from the hole.
it'd be fun. So I teach them how to use rhinestones, sequins, beads. There's a part of the class that I originally intended to teach them how to use a sewing machine. But after the knots and the sticking themselves with the needle from the initial, we didn't get to that point. I think maybe the older kids, the 5th and 6th graders could do that, but the 2nd graders, we can't. And we just had an exhibition with the school showing off all their work. And
That's nice.
The kids are, they professionals. They're real good at it.
I love that. So how important is it for you to like pass these skills and this tradition down to the next generation?
Well, you gotta pass it down. You know, you can't have everything die with you. I think that's the most important thing. A lot of what I've learned was self-taught, but then I've always had other guys in the culture who be like, man, you can do this like this and this is, and you know, it's people aren't too good to help you out. So you always got to be willing to share the knowledge of what you learn and make sure that the next generation got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and giving back.
And I think, you know, with me, I'm just trying to make sure that the kids are aware that we got our own traditions. They don't necessarily have to participate, but just know the history of it, the seriousness of it, with all the work that go into it. And you know, I had the kids at Super Sunday, so it was good. Some of the kids like this was their first Super Sunday, but they told their parents they beat and teacher invited, and they brought them out there.
I love that. I love that. I ain't gonna lie. I think I went to my first Super Sunday a few years ago. It was nice.
Which year? How long ago?
This was during the pandemic, I think. It had to be. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Well,
I don't get out much.
Some Super Sundays are good.
It was
any Super Sunday on March 19th is not a good one. Because St. Joseph's Night is always March 19th. So if you show up to Super Sunday and it just happened to be the third Sunday in March and it fall on the 19th, it's probably gonna be pretty dead. Because the Indians are gonna pick St. Joseph's Night
to go out,
over Super Sunday.
No, y'all was out there.
Yeah, it probably was. That might have been one of those years it didn't fall. But it's been 2 different times it's fallen on.
That's messed up.
And
I guess.
You get out there for Super Sunday and
they want to see the Indians. Y'all is messed up.
It's Super Sunday, but Super Sunday is a parade that you can change Super Sunday, and if they choose not to, the Indians go. You know,
they gonna go with their move.
They gonna do Super Sunday. They gonna do St. Joseph's Night. So yeah.
I feel that. So tell me this, Giz. What's next for Flagboy Giz at this moment? What you working on? What's going on?
Next for Flagboy Giz. Man, I'm still trying to get a damn Grammy nomination or something. Put together an album where you can get like a Grammy nom. I be feeling played because the album category be so small.
You've been nominated though, right?
No.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you were.
No.
Okay.
No. It's since I've been making music, it's probably had 2 or 3 Mardi Gras Indians got nominations.
Okay.
A couple of brass bands got nominations.
It might be coming soon.
It might be coming.
You on the radar.
But now. You know, but it'd be like when you I'm a Grammy voter too. So when I look at the ballot and it's like, oh, it's only 35 niggas, I gotta be one of them.
And it's like, no.
One of these 35, and then it come out and it be only 4 people.
People vote on who could be on
who the nominees are, and then you vote on the winner. So you gotta get enough votes to be the nominee. And I still haven't got enough votes to even get the
you better go
nomination.
politicking or something.
Man, it's hard to get them votes when you telling white people about themselves like that.
No, yeah, you gotta pick your battles.
Yeah,
you want the votes, or you want.
In my music, you gotta like, you know, it's.
You gotta keep it real though.
I really don't hold no punches.
Yeah,
like, I call out every time a nigga barely see my name. I call that shit out.
But you know what I love about that? They still book you for everything.
I mean, I don't think I'm problematic.
But as far as the music, it's like they don't feel like, I don't think they think the music is that problematic either.
Because they don't be listening.
All right,
they be thinking I'm gonna show up and it's gonna be.
Hey, Paco.
Hey, Paco. That's what they think he gonna show up. They don't know I'm about to show up there saying that they got a white man that tried to kick some Indians out their band and replace me as the lead singer, and I secretly told them, and they made an escape out the group, and I'm telling the whole story. I'll tell the whole story in the record.
Telling the tea, okay?
in the record. That's the only way you can put it out.
No, I feel like Drake.
But yeah, that has happened. It has happened. It happened. A man that owned the group wanted to kick everybody out, and I didn't know that was the plan. He said he wanted to work with me. I went to his house to listen. Like, what you got? What's the plan? And he was like, oh, I want to kick everybody out. I want you to be the new lead singer. I'm gonna replace the whole band. Them dudes they say that they don't like the manager. They think the manager say some racist stuff. And we just got a Grammy nomination. So I won't kick all them out. I'm gonna replace them. You gonna be the new lead singer. We gonna have, and can you learn their songs, learn their words, and do all this?
I was about to be real. What band was this?
I went home. I called the niggas. Let me tell you what this boy tried to do, y'all. You hear me? This nigga trying to play with y'all like this. He gonna do this. You ain't gonna do this? Call the other nigga in the room. Let me tell you how this man trying to play with y'all, man. Look, on some real nigga shit, on Indian to Indian, I can't let the nigga play with y'all like that.
Yes, why you I feel you don't know. No, it was real.
So then, next thing you know, big old statement hit the internet. And it's like, we have decided to start a new group on our own, black owned, they're self-owned, and da-da-da-da. And I'm sitting there just watching, like,
not you whole time,
whole time my phone ringing. I'm getting voicemails. Hey man, I just want to do it. I'm sitting there like, should I put this on the album like I'm Drake? Like this nigga trying to call me and leave a voicemail, begging me to replace the Indians. Like they ain't even gonna get all the mess behind this. I was like, nah, don't do all that. And
that probably would have got you the Grammy.
These guys are a group now. These guys are a group now. They
what's the group?
Real good group.
Okay.
Real good group. And he has hired some other Indians to be replacement Indians and some other new musicians. So that group is still rolling.
Okay.
And then I put out We Outside after that. And
the rest
I don't need none of it.
You don't need none of that. That was a messy situation, so
it was messy,
that you didn't get into
but
that.
when I get on the album, I'm definitely gonna be on it. I'll be on the album. I got a song, it's called damn, I got a lot of songs. What is it?
Bruh. But when the album come out, or when the song come out, we gonna know.
Yeah. Okay. So it's already out.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, I just got that many songs.
Bruh, when this came out, don't even worry about it, guys. You're really thinking. It's all right, guys. I'm gonna go find it. It'll come to you at the end.
I know the lyrics. I don't know the song. Did y'all know they got this white man? He tried to kick some Indians out of the Indian band. I heard the nigga be a dirty biz. He tried to make their replacement be Flagboy Giz. I went and met with the man for real. This one I heard. He said, "Can you go home, listen and learn their words?" He had a little plan, but this way he stumbled. I went home. I called him up. They changed their name to the Rumble. You know I'm a back to culture. I can't even lie. Then I changed the game when We Outside. Some of the Indians hate my work because I'm the only one music can make the whole room twerk. Ooh. I got New Orleans in my music. You can hear it, boy. Keep that chanting in the back. That's that spirit, boy. Ooh. And all the jealousy be showing. But how you gonna do me something you ain't even started sewing? Ooh. That's the verse, but
bars.
That's pretty much how. That's how the backstory to it, because he definitely tried to, and he not black.
Well, it didn't sound like he was.
Yeah, he's not black.
Well,
but it's a black culture, so yeah, can't let that go down.
Well, we learned a lot about that culture today. One last thing I want to know: what does being from this city mean to you?
I feel like black people are like the gold walking around a bunch of silver, and New Orleans is like the 24 karat pieces. It's like everybody here is like the realest and the blackest of the black. The culture is unmatched. The food is unmatched. The people, you know what I'm saying? And just to be from here itself is some shit to rap about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people always want to get in a fight. Like, you don't know, I'm from Dallas. Like, it ain't about fighting. Like, just cultural wise, dancing wise, music wise, everything. When you say you're from New Orleans, it's something to be proud about. And
that's what I feel. It's a good response. I feel the same way. I wouldn't want to be from anywhere else.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. And you know what? The West Bank, we need to come together with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Look, what you about to say about the West Bank?
I know, look. I'm just saying, we won New Orleans. We won New Orleans.
We are.
Oh, you thought I was about to be negative?
Look, because y'all be going on West Bank. I don't know why.
No.
It didn't take you that long, did it?
It did.
It was traffic.
It did.
He was coming from the east. I don't know.
But yeah, I think, we all won New Orleans, and we all got the same common enemy. And we need to realize that.
Yeah. I feel that. Well, thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.
We're gonna take a quick break, you guys. Y'all stick around, and we'll be right back with more with my boy Flagboy again.
For this wonderful release, shout out to DJ Baldwin and Company for creating a space like this for us to do things that constantly matter. So we're here with amazing, talented Brandon Odoms and the amazing, talented Flagboy Giz, who is both of these are artists in their own rights.
Yeah, you've been working on this for a while. How did this come together?
So I've been working on it for over a year. I knew I wanted to create a coloring book. I was playing around on Photoshop, making my own cover, and there was a filter to make a sketch feature. And I was like, man, I can make a whole coloring book off this.
What neighborhoods or landmarks focus on when making
Landmarks, the main one, like I said, was Congo Square.
That's
the main one. I felt like people could also, even on top of that, draw their own scene going on in Congo Square if they wanted. People can add people to ask if they want, but I wanted to make it the empty Congo Square, and with Congo Square being the birthplace of a lot of these traditions.
And we're back and still kicking it with my boy Flagboy Giz. Giz, how you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. So I just want to pick your brain for a little bit. That's cool?
All right.
So I'm going to name a few events that go on here in New Orleans. And I just want you to tell me, how does it feel to be outside at these events? What's the energy like there? How does it feel to be Giz at these events? Because you're really that dude right now.
Wait, that's not true.
You that dude right now.
I be chilling. I be trying to be so incognito.
You just said the other Indians come up and be like, Giz, they supposed to be bucking with you.
In the suits, but I think because I wear face paint, because I wear it right, people don't notice me. So I can go to...
They gonna see this, they gonna be like, who is this?
Hope not.
They're gonna be like, who is that?
Some people do that. Some people do. Somebody told me earlier, they thought I was Hot Sizzle. I was like, no, that's not me.
Man.
Crazy world.
It's no resemblance. No offense to Hot Sizzle. That's my boy. I love Hot Sizzle. But
cool little white girl was like, are you? And I was feeling myself. Like, she think I'm Flagboy, yeah. Hot Sizzle? And I was like,
oh. Well, to me, you big time. So you Flagboy Giz to me. That's all that matters. So, all right. St. Joseph night. You spoke about this one a lot. So what's the energy like? How's everybody out there? How you feel out there?
St. Joseph night, the Indians are at war. The Indians is talking crazy to each other. Mardi Gras morning, we traditional. We happy that you made it out there. We just happy you got it on. Mm-hmm. St. Joseph's night, you got to be ready. You got to be able to play your role. You got to be able to dance. We is really competitive with it. We do not advise you to bring all the babies out, even though the Indians is like family activities. You know what I'm saying? We don't advise you to bring people who aren't familiar with the culture out there. So you'll see all the culture up close. We move people out of the way. The wild man moving people. The spy boys are meeting. They got barbecue smoke in the air. They got a million motorcycles on Washington and LaSalle. Everybody is like a motorcycle party. You know what I'm saying? Random DJs. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Just smelling loud in the air. You know what I'm saying? Watch out, you might step in some police shit because the police horses running all around.
It's a lot going on.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a real black event, and you come out and see the Indians talk their shit on St. Joe.
I love it. I'm gonna have to go to the next one. Okay, Jazz Fest. Now, this wasn't your first year performing at Jazz Fest, right?
No, this was supposed to be my 5th or 6th year performing, but it rained.
Yeah.
On the day I was supposed to perform.
But you did do your spot with John Baptiste, I saw.
Yeah, John brought me out along with Cyril Neville. So they both were on the main stage, I think the first Friday. And me, I was up there with Cyril just because I don't remember the Wild Chopper-Toolers.
Oh, okay.
And I was just singing backup. But John gave me my own trailer. I got to go to John practice.
He big time, yo.
Yeah, John practice was just amazing. Like the dancers was dancing.
I saw the performance.
They was dancing for like 20 minutes straight, and then they just fall out and be on the ground like. I be thinking, well, I would have died.
Alone, just think if you had that suit on doing all that.
And but it was amazing just to see it and see his rehearsal and all that, and then actually get there. Like, you know, John a headliner, so he get a sound check. You know, I ain't never got no Jazz Fest sound check. Oh no, I just gotta hope I sound good when I'm gonna be the sound. But John had that sound check. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see the set a number of times. Got to bring my mama out there. My mama, you know, met John and was like, yeah, a nice looking boy.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Your mama kicks, huh?
She kicks. She, you know what I'm saying? She funny. But
I see where you get it from.
A cool cougar. Kennedy Cougar. The Kennedy Cougar. That's what I meant.
She said them St. Aug boys. That's where the fine boys was at back in her day.
I mean, that was 70 something. You know what I'm saying? That's what the only private school for black boys did. So
she said Kennedy and she said St. Aug.
The boys there, their parents probably gave them a car. But yeah, she probably thought it was nice. Whatever. Eastern is west.
I'm gonna let you have it because you're a guest on my show. But
you know what I'm saying? You about to name a West Bank school?
Of course I was. Edna Call, second to none. The real Cougars.
Pre-Katrina call?
Yes, pre-Katrina call. And after Katrina call. Stop playing with us. Next question. French Quarter Fest.
French Quarter Fest is for the greedy people. French Quarter Fest, if you're from out of town and you want to get all the experience, all the taste of New Orleans in a condensed spot in just one day, go to the French Quarter Fest. You'll get a taste of all kind of music too. You'll get the Mardi Gras Indians, you'll get the rappers and the DJs, you'll get a Zydeco stage. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets a chance to show off their talent. It's all local people. So I would say for a local, for somebody from out of town, if you wanted to come to really experience New Orleans and you only had a short time, come for French Quarter Fest.
Yeah. You performed a few times there too, right?
Oh yeah, French Quarter Fest made me the poster one year. I was on the RTA with Juvenile. I used to be RTA bound. Nigga, my picture was on the RTA. I was on the arena. The picture on the arena. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, I ain't really made it.
You made it.
The money gonna be different.
Yeah. You're right.
The money gonna be different. But for right now, there's always love for French Quarter Fest. The fact that, you know, one year it'll be somebody as big as Frida, who's been featured by Beyonce, and the year after me is PJ Martin, who got
PJ was there.
Grammys, and he played with Maroon 5, and then y'all figure out a way to squeeze Lil Me in the middle of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with the French Quarter Fest. Is love to it.
Yeah, I love that. That's one of my favorite festivals too. Like you said, it's a real locals festival. Some people, one of my homegirls' friends was in town this year, and they ended up going, but they didn't. They was just like, it was okay, and I was just like, yeah, it's really for the locals. I feel, you know, just going around eating the food, socializing. I think they thought it was more of like a music festival, like Coachella or something.
No, it's not Coachella, but it's N.O. It's Nochella. You know what I'm saying? The best New Orleans got, and everybody in New Orleans, you know, people be mad when they don't get on the French Quarter Fest. I've had musicians tell me like, man, I've been trying to get on there for X amount of Jazz Fest too. You know what I'm saying? So we look at both of those as chances to highlight the best of what we got. Right. And I'm thankful that they both have a nigga on. You know what I'm saying?
You that nigga. Okay. The Skull and Bone game morning, right before Mardi Gras. You been out there?
I'll never see them niggas.
You ain't going out, okay.
I mean, that's them on Mardi Gras morning.
Yeah.
4 o'clock on Mardi Gras morning, I'm either just going to the bar or I'm still resting. You know what I'm saying? Like the Indians, I'll try to get out maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. And I think the Skull and Bone shit is so dope. You know what I'm saying? The history of it. I think this shit is pretty much ruined.
Because it's been too commercialized too, you think? Yeah.
I think and I hope, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, people watching this, but I think when I grew up, it was the story of the Skull and Bones, where that they walk around the Treme and make noise and remind people of their mortality and that death will eventually come for us all. And they supposed to come out at the crack of dawn alone waking up the neighborhood, which you can't do when there's 7,000 white people out there who've already woken up the whole neighborhood with their presence alone, and then blocking off the streets and you not being able to move around, trying to see it up close because they think it's cool off of TikTok.
I feel you. I'm not mad at that.
But you know, I don't know. I can't speak on how the Skull and Bones feel about their own tradition, but I just know from what I have seen, the tradition is supposed to be. It looked like they can't do it the traditional way no more, because
it's just become a big thing now.
Too much, yeah.
I mean, that seemed like everything. Like this city in general is just blowing up. Like music wise, everybody want to have a bounce song now. Every artist. Drake got about 4 on the new album.
Hot Sizzle on like 4 songs.
Hot Sizzle on about 4 of the songs or whatever. Yeah. So it's like
the most sample man.
Everybody wants a piece of New Orleans right now. I feel, which is it. Like I said, there's a good and a bad in it. But okay, last one, Mardi Gras Day.
Mardi Gras Day.
Your favorite day.
Mardi Gras Day is the deadline. That's the deadline. That's the only day that matters. If you're not ready by Mardi Gras Day, you're dead. You ain't ready by Mardi Gras Day, you didn't make it, give up till next year. Like, there's a term amongst the Indians, we call some of the Indians like St. Joseph Indians, because some of the guys, we feel like they weren't really ready.
So they pop out for St. Joseph or whatever.
Because they weren't really ready on Mardi Gras morning, you know, and for Mardi Gras morning, you gotta be ready, I think, depending on what you want out of Mardi Gras, it's something for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want the culture's there. If you want debauchery, you ain't even gotta come by us. You can stay.
With a bourbon, if you want.
You can stay right by the titties. If you want, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go see Zulu, you can go see Zulu. If you don't like the black parades and you at Rex,
you can stick around for Rex.
You know what I'm saying? So it's something in the city for everybody on Mardi Gras Day. And you know, I'm glad I found a black tradition that I know every year I'll never regret participating in. Like, this is something.
It looks like fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely to be proud of as well. It looks like fun and all that too.
Yeah, and then you know, going out there and then realizing you did all this, and then seeing the rest of the tribes, and it's like you weren't alone at home.
Right.
Protecting this culture. It's like, man, we all doing this together, and we all excited to see each other. Because it's like, there go the feathers over there. So like I said, Mardi Gras morning is a really excited kind of spirit because you want to meet all the Indians and meet as many Indians as possible. St. Joseph.
I see sometimes. Y'all do look happy to see it.
You get a little combative, but for the most part, you want to meet everybody.
Yeah.
And then Super Sunday comes and everybody take the pictures. But then you have St. Joseph, where by then you've already seen all the suits and it's straight talking trash. We meeting up, we ain't got no time to be stopping for no pictures. All that, you know, don't bring the hope, don't bring the babies. But Mardi Gras, that's the family event, and it's something for everybody.
I love that. Well, that's all I got for you kids.
So thank y'all.
Thank you so much for being here. I learned a lot. I hope everybody else learned a lot. You were fun as always.
I try to not be too much, you know. I gotta remember I got a brand now, but you know, the niggas that know me know me.
Yeah, you know,
y'all know I had to censor a lot of how. Yeah.
Make sure y'all check out the coloring book. Get that for your kids. Where you said it was at?
It's on flagboygiz.com. You can also buy vinyls, lapel pins. It's always gonna be some more merch coming out, but it's just, you know, I make when I can make it. You know, I'm more of an artist than a musician, then I'm more of a musician than a salesman, then I'm more it's too many hats.
When it comes down to the business of it, it's a lot.
Maybe I need a business manager or something. Yeah.
Where can the people find you at?
Flagboy Giz on everything. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, the website, OnlyFans.
Okay. Look, you better get that money. Not the T app.
Every app, just go on, look up Flagboy Giz.
Yes, not just on the T app, but okay. I'm weak. But okay, thank y'all so much for rocking with me today. Again, I'm DJ Jess, your host. This is Vibes in the City. See y'all on the next one. Peace.
I was sewing, hustling, working for the Mardi Gras Carnival in New Orleans. I'm outside. Everybody talking about boy, your suit cold. It's only one Super Sunday, it ain't the Super Bowl. I was sewing, hustling, working for the Mardi Gras. Call a boat in New Orleans, I'm outside. Everybody talking about boy, your suit cold. It's only one Super Sunday, it ain't the Super Bowl. Mardi Gras, walking in the street like I run the town. Don't blow your horn at me to move, drive around. We outside. I ain't tell him he ain't have enough on. I told the engine he look naked. I'm a whole park legend. We outside. I was making cars stop at the D shop. At the liquor store, I tell them who could go. We outside. Watch me walk across the city, we gon' meet them all. Them other engines, they be hopping out of U-Haul. We outside. You a U-Haul engine, U-Haul engine. And I'm an old school engine walking across the city. You a U-Haul engine, U-Haul engine. And I'm an old school engine walking across the city. I'm buying feathers by the dozen just to play the dozens.